one way better, or is it more complicated than that, given what we're going to hear from this unemployment report?
Well, I think it is more complicated than that, but there's no question that sterling has been strengthening, and it's been strengthening for the right reasons. The service sector in the UK is picking up, and of course that's forcing the hand of the Bank of England to actually potentially reduce stimulatory policy in the year ahead.
So what's cable going to do then on the back of all of this today?
Well, I think cable is definitely going to go higher, at least ahead of the Yellen confirmation hearing in the US tomorrow, and euro sterling is going to track lower. The combination of more accommodative ECB policy and potentially more tighter Bank of England policy is going to pull euro sterling lower.
Let's talk about the Fed. Clearly there are some mixed signals on tapering. Rupiah was down, rupee was down, other emerging Asian currencies were down. What are your expectations now on the taper, and what do you think Yellen's going to say tomorrow?
Well, I think with the US data that we've just seen, the tapering expectations have been brought forward, and that's one of the reasons why emerging market currencies so heavily dependent on cheap US dollar funding have been suffering. I think the grilling from US Congress that she is going to receive tomorrow, of course it being her first, is really going to create a lot of uncertainty in the market, and I think by the end of the day we should see the dollar stronger, but not without a lot of volatility first.
German wise men coming out today, as I just mentioned, with their forecast. What are we going to hear from them? And do you think they're going to comment on this ECB cut last week?
Well, I don't think they'll directly comment on the ECB comment, but they'll strongly allude to accommodative monetary policy and the dangers of accommodative monetary policy. Even so, with their forecast being lower than what the European Commission forecast, there is plenty of scope for further policy accommodation going forward, and there's no question that European growth is not out of the woods in 2014.
What are your expectations for tomorrow, and what happens to the euro on the back of that general EU number, do you think?
Well, I think definitely we get further aspects of speculation about ECB policy accommodation. That will pressure the euro, and indeed if it wasn't for Janet Yellen's confirmation hearing later in the afternoon, we would probably see euro significantly lower versus the dollar.